This is a project between 4 leader groups. 1 leader group in Italy, 1 leader group in Finland and 2 in Ireland. What we've been trying to do throughout this project is to help these different leader groups plan their projects, and particularly in looking at how we can evaluate them better. The calculator, which was demonstrated by the University of Ljubljana, is a key tool with this. It's really a tool to help people identify what they want to do with the project, the outputs they want to achieve, and then find a way of actually measuring the value that they create. And my job is to really make sure that the final product meets the specifications and really makes it useful for the leader groups to actually measure the value their projects are creating.
SEROI Plus is a social and economic return on investment, and the focus of it is trying to put values, financial and other metric values, on outputs or results which are usually only described in qualitative terms, as in very basically it's going to be good, it's going to be great, it's going to be wonderful. It's trying to put a figure, a euro figure or another equivalent figure, because we believe that unless you can do that for a lot of our projects, you're only telling half a story. You are often putting yourself at disadvantage, and particularly from the point of view of community projects with the environment, projects with culture, projects with social dimensions. They often aren't captured fully by the metrics.
And yes, it's very easy to evaluate the fact that you might have created 5 jobs or whatever, but what other benefits are there? And I think that's the idea of trying to build a matrix around that, and to see what added benefit can be accrued from first of all the money you've put in, but then what's the benefit to the locality, to the community, to the people who are involved, and I suppose trying to bring that forward then for the next programme, to go back to the government and say, yes, we have added value here, that you've put in X amount, we've delivered the X, and we've also added Y.
We were here today visiting Ireland, and heard more about SEROI Plus, and really got to know what it means and how we can use it to our benefit.
We are involved to support LAG to choose the right indicators and evaluate these indicators and use the indicators in the SEROI Plus methodology.
But if all the kind of the good practice around strategic planning and sound governance isn't a good reason to do it, well, ultimately you're mandated by your funders and your paymasters and policy makers to actually do this anyway. So it needs to be something that we become better at collectively.
Cultural projects or social projects or environmental projects can now be valued in the same sense as you'd value building an enterprise centre or employing 4 or 5 people to do a job. Suddenly you're in the debate, whereas before you weren't.
It's very easy to measure the measurables, but how do you measure the immeasurables?